Dos Santos out for the opening kick. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into these short yardage situations around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
He's got Smith. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the pistol, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board, and the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball. You know, he never stared him down, but that was such a good job by the quarterback to keep his eyes downfield, keep working as that shallow cross. Those crossing routes so devastating for zone coverage.
To the air on 1st down, Young. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 37-yard line.
Sending a tight end in motion left. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he runs this up close to midfield at about the 48. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They run again with Hubbard. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Zach Bond with the tackle. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Young working from the gun. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. That's caught It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled for a short gain. Mitch Wisnowski headed back out as they'll punt it away once more. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be Panthers football. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Zach Bond with the tackle. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
At their 49-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Counterplay, Hubbard. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Motion man sent left. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Finds him over the middle. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Out of the gun, Young. Complete out to the right. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Cooper to Jean with the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Now Young. That one's complete right side. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Sticking to the air, it's Young. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a home. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only a couple of yards on the run, and that brings us to the end of quarter number 1. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Time for our 2nd quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. Hubbard. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First down throwing for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 32. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Hurts now from the gun. This finds Smith. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Hurts throwing again. That pass complete to Goedert. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They put a receiver in motion right. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Motioning him from the slot right. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts setting up to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the Panthers into the nickel set. 3rd down coming. Running back sent in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. A 49-yarder in front of him here. The kick by Hopkins is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Young on 1st and 10. Legette's got it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Young working from the gun. On the quick slant, it's Legette. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Young gets this to Sanders. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Zach Bond with the tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
At their 48-yard line.
Young on the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Here's Young to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. First and 10, it's Hubbard. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. They kick the running back in motion. Escapes the pocket. He'll try and run this. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 28. That's complete to Leggett. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. From the red zone now. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Young. And he has the catch. Gets both feet. Now we have a stoppage. No change.
Play is under review.
No change to the call on the field. That play is going to remain a touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. On first down, Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and 10, here's Hurts. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Trying again, following the sack. Escapes the puck. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. We have an injured player down there. Looks like it's a member of the Panthers in some discomfort. An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. 3rd down. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. Mitch Wisnowski on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Here's Young on 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And this will come from just inside his end zone. That's fielded at the 46. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. First down throwing for Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles make it a one-score game before halftime. Dallas Goedert the touchdown! Goes to show you, Bronk, even when you have a play pretty well covered, those tight ends can still find a way to get you.
And I know people get tired of me and other broadcasters calling tight ends mismatches, but we'll stop calling them that when it's no longer true. And as the average tight end continues becoming more athletic by the year in this league, it'll only continue getting tougher and tougher to stop in coverage.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
A final throw before the break. He's trying to lay it in deep along the right sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. So we reached halftime in Charlotte. The hometown fans feeling good. Their Panthers have the lead. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the 2nd quarter. Wan'Dale Robinson, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Russell Shepard, a touchdown reception. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see there, it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. It's Anthony Richardson, the Florida man, with 3 touchdown passes. It was the running back, Chuba Hubbard, who put together a solid first half. He had a touchdown.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Brings in the kick at the 9. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Out come the Panthers. Their offense has it first here to start quarter number 3. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. Play action now, Young. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And he gets him around 6 there. Zach Vaughn with the tackle. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun. Looking for a target. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Eagles will take possession. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They'll motion Brown right. And he'll get it up to the 27. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Complete to number 15. A 28-yard gain.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
First down.
Option play, they give it to Barkley. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hurts. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Working inside the red zone. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Throwing here, Hurts. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This 32 yards out on the right hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
14. Eagles 13.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Return starts at the 9. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Panther offense headed out to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running back sent in motion. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Young looking to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for the back that time. So it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, Hubbard. He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Zach Bond with the tackle. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
They kick the running back in motion. On 3rd down, it's Young. He has the 1st over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st. Hubbard trying this up the gut. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brought down by Julian Blackman. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Young to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. It's Hubbard off the option. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Hubbard again. Brushes him off with ease. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 10.
First carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
A 2-yard pickup brings up
Running once more with Brooks. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
first and goal at the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw, Young. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Young throwing here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Santos connects on the point after. And the Panthers grow their lead to 8. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an apple.
Oh, he loses the football. Panthers pick this one up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. They send him left out of the slot. Young on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Young. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
A 49-yard attempt.
Carney's kick is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. And after that last-second score in the 3rd, we'll resume play with a kickoff. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. On 1st down, Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Completed to his running back. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
He's got Smith, and he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Devontae Smith. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Eagles.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 18.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Hurts. Escapes the puck. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem? Defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Motioning left is their running back. From the pistol, Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Here's 2nd and 5. This one finds Goddard. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Carolina offense headed out now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag.
Here we go. Hey.
Running it after the penalty. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers up by 8. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They run again with Hubbard. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Carolina in punt formation. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Here he is to throw. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
He'll look to throw it. This finds Smith. And that will not be enough for a first down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. That pass complete to Goddard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. Setting up to pass. Goddard makes the catch. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. One final shot here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory.